The ongoing genocide in Palestine is one of many moral issues that define our time. Today, we gather to welcome everyone who marched against genocide, walking 75 miles from Grand Rapids to Lansing to raise funds for the children of Palestine. I wish I could clap as loud as well, but I am like cheering you on for real. Alrighty. For 5 days, these folks have brought the Palestinian genocide to the forefront of our attention throughout small communities in Michigan. A genocide that disproportionately impacts the children of Gaza and that our U.S. foreign policy and taxpayer funds directly make responsible. For 5 days, Michigan residents walked in unbearable heat with support from an incredible coalition of community members, organizers, and interfaith groups in solidarity with the Palestinian people to demand an end to the genocide. The March Against Genocide raised funds for two organizations supporting the children of Gaza, Playgrounds for Palestine and HEAL Palestine, with an initial goal of $5,000. A few days into the march, that goal was already surpassed. And as of this moment, marchers raised $13,225. And that number's only going up. Like, I don't know what to tell you. What'd you say?
It's gone up $10 since you said that.
$10 since I said that, because of y'all. I'm so proud of you. So firstly, I want to take a moment to honor everyone who walked from Grand Rapids to Lansing, who joined at any point in the march in solidarity for Palestine. So every one of you who marched, I need you to raise your hands and let's celebrate each other. Good job! Yes! Words cannot describe how immensely inspired I am by all of you to sit here and take time from your days to stand up against the genocide, to put your bodies on the line, walk tens of miles, just about 75 miles to do what you do. And that doesn't go unnoticed. This has been getting coverage. I've had people from different states who've been like, you know, there's something happening in GR right now. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, Michigan is something fierce. And Michigan, we're beasts. So that just know, like, what you're doing isn't futile, what you're doing isn't pointless, as you see, not only from the monetary funds that we have raised for these two organizations, we've also built morale and community with one another over these past 5 days. If you've been walking, have you felt like you've been part of a community these last 5 days? Do you feel like you made at least one new friend over these last 5 days? If you haven't, you made a friend. It's me. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our first speaker. It's going to be the rep is here, correct? The rep is here, correct? Okay, awesome. Our VIP rep, Dylan Wagela. Is I saying it correct?
Wagela. It's close enough.
Okay. Wagela, thank you, Dylan Wagela. And then a brief bio about Dylan. They are a public school teacher, education activist, local union leader, and a state representative for Michigan's 26th House District. Please join us in welcoming Dylan.
Honestly, tough act to follow. Amazing vibes. Y'all, I joined you just for the 3 miles today, and it was hot. So for those of you who made it the entire way, thank you so much for what you're doing. It's hard to put into words because I think right now in this moment, we are seeing an effort to stop talking about the genocide. And I think it is all of our duties to make sure that that does not happen, right? So everybody, round of applause. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm here and how I got to this point to be here to support you. Is I was a school teacher for 7 years. So I've seen, I know we chanted on the way here that we need to fund education and not fund a genocide. We shouldn't even have to fucking say that. Think about that. And the truth is, right, both parties have uplifted this action overseas, this genocide, right? We've given our dollars from both parties. And I think it is super important for us to start to connect the dots, which is that both parties are uplifted by capital, right? By the business class, by the military-industrial complex. I'm a proud democratic socialist, and that is because That is because I want a world where we're not sending our tax dollars to kill kids across the world. I want to make sure we fund healthcare and schools, and we have solidarity with the working class around the world. Some people like to say that that's radical. I call it being human. It is normal to want to make sure that people are safe and people have food and water. And this institution tries to erase what we are, and it tries to make sure that we are in competition with one another rather than in cooperation with each other. So to me, joining today was about, we're going to stand together in solidarity. We're not going to let the world forget what's happening, and we're going to do everything that we can. But I'm going to get off the stage because we should really be hearing from you all that have been marching, because you're the ones that are going to fix it. We can't fix it in this institution without pressure from below. Yes. So please, hold us accountable. Thank you.
Go Dylan! Yes, I'm loving that we're sitting. I'm gonna sit with y'all. Hold on now. Oh, okay. Hey, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all an option. Do we want to do a couple of chants, or do we want to hear our next speaker and then do some chants? Next speaker? Okay, so I'm introducing somebody very special to me. And she's gonna be speaking on behalf of, she's from the Peace Education Center, speaking on behalf of HEAL and Playgrounds for Palestine, Ana Martinez-Hume. Yes. While she's coming up, just a brief bio. Ana is the co-chair of the Lansing Area Peace Education Center. She's a member of Lansing for Palestine and a co-leader for the statewide Michigan Divest campaign. She's a medical anthropologist, public health researcher, and advocate for maternal, child, and infant health. I need y'all to give it up for Ana.
Come here, buddy. I'm gonna sit with you.
We love sitting.
We love sitting. If you've heard me speak before, this is my son Felix. He comes with me everywhere. Every protest for Palestine that we go to, he asks me, "Are we going to Palestine?" And I say, "Yes, one day we will." I was laying in the hallway of the hospital. I could see my leg was half gone. The doctor told me, "Count to 3," and he cut it. He put my leg in a bag next to me. These are the words of Fuad, a teenager whose leg was amputated without anesthesia after being injured in an airstrike where he lost his home and his father. Do children who have their legs amputated grow new legs? Will my leg grow back? I just want my legs back. Why am I like this? These are the words of Gaza's children amputated by US-funded bombs. Shame. These are the words that will haunt us forever, for they are the legacy of US foreign policy that maintains white supremacy, colonialism, and racism as the face of democracy. Shame. Michigan marched against genocide for the past 5 days for the children of Palestine, because Palestinian children are deserving and worthy of the same rights as all children. Yet the children of Gaza have borne the brunt of Israel's genocidal campaign. 18,000 children have been killed. 20,000 children are missing. 19,000 children have been orphaned. And nearly 100 children have died of forced starvation. Palestinian children alive in Gaza right now have endured unimaginable trauma, lost their parents and siblings, lost their homes, and for far too many, lost their limbs. In the last year, over 4,000 children have had at least one limb amputated. Shame! HEAL Palestine, one of the beneficiaries of the March Against Genocide, emerged in response to the largest cohort of child amputees in the world. In April, 4 children landed in Detroit Metropolitan Airport to receive urgently needed medical care and occupational therapy here in Michigan. Wahid, Mohammed, Lana, and Saher are among the countless children suffering amputations that HEAL has been fighting to evacuate and coordinate care for as they begin their healing journey in the care of community in Egypt, the US, and beyond. In May, I met Mohammed and his team from HEAL. He had lost his leg, his mother, and his brothers. He beamed at us resiliently as he shared how much he loves Yemeni food, Barcelona Football Club, and studying mathematics. He turned to us and asked, "What did you know about Palestine before the genocide?" The answers across the room of apartheid, of occupation, Nakba, and ethnic cleansing reaffirmed what so many of us know to be true. Israel's long-standing propaganda that they maintain a democracy has dissolved in the eyes of the world. A global consciousness and awakening that beckons us all to march towards liberation and justice. HEAL, among so many other organizations and groups, are bringing care to the children of Gaza. But the children of Palestine will not fully begin to heal until the bombs stop, until Israel's system of racial apartheid and illegal occupation ends, until Palestine is free from the river to the sea. I am in awe of every single one of you that marched in solidarity with Palestine over the past 5 days. Sorry, I didn't want to cry. Because you showed us that Michigan marches against genocide because all children are our children. Michigan marches against genocide because the Palestinian struggle is our struggle. Michigan marches for Palestinian liberation because to fight for Palestinian liberation is to fight for the liberation of all peoples. And to fight for our shared emancipation from white supremacy, institutional oppression, and the terrors of colonialism and fascism. We welcome you all to Lansing. Thank you for putting your bodies on the line and showing us that one day Palestine will be free, and it is us who will lead the way. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
May Palestine free us all!
May Palestine free us all!
From the river to the sea!
From the From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Thank you.
I have no words. I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna step away from there. Can we give it up one more time for Anna, please? You know, Anna brings up, the fact that we are all somebody's child, right? We all have had many privileges, forms of discrimination, marginalization due to these systemic structures of power, of white supremacy, of capitalism, et cetera, et cetera. These intertwined, connected, deeply rooted forms of oppression that have people who are supposed to protect us attacking us, militaries that are supposed to protect us killing other people's children, killing other people. But they're supposed to save us. They're supposed to be upholding justice, upholding democracy. And that's just not the case. And so that's one of the reasons why every single one of you marched and took a step to the direction of liberation and away from the direction of oppression. And so I'm so deeply proud of you all. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying it, so get ready to hear it for the next hour. But I'm so proud of you all as we get ready to welcome our next speaker. Thanks, y'all. I was gonna do chants, but then Anna killed it. So we're gonna do chants next time. Trust. Don't worry. Those who know that I chant, I'm always gonna get a little chant in. Anyway, okay. So we have someone now speaking for Lansing for Palestine, Laura Spitzvaden. Did I say that correctly, Laura? Yay. Okay. Just a brief little bio about Laura. Laura is a member of Lansing for Palestine. She is an international board-certified lactation consultant in private practice and an accredited peer-to-peer breast and chest feeding supporter of La Leche League. Additionally, she holds a degree in public health from the University of Michigan Flint. Please join me in welcoming Laura.
So I'm Laura, and I'm a lactation consultant. I help parents to breast and chest feed their babies. That's my passion, to feed the baby. It's been estimated that exclusive and continuing breastfeeding could prevent nearly 20% of deaths of children younger than 5 years of age worldwide. This amounts to 820,000 children's lives each year. My training informs me that during war, displacement, and famine, providing infants with human milk is even more important. Infants and young children are extremely vulnerable in emergencies. Babies who do not receive human milk are more susceptible to infection, malnutrition, and death. Under the circumstances faced in Gaza, where there is limited access to clean water for safe formula preparation and for cleaning of feeding supplies, human milk is critical for survival. International guidance for infant and young children feeding in emergencies promotes human milk feeding as a first choice for infants in emergency situations. So, I wondered how parents in Gaza were feeding their babies in the middle of a genocide. I wondered where they were receiving support for breastfeeding or if they were on their own. I learned of an organization in Palestine called GINA, the Gaza Infant Nutrition Alliance. The nurses who work with GINA help new parents to nourish their babies through breastfeeding despite a serious lack of resources. They are providing guidance and support in Nasser and Al-Aqsa hospitals for initiating and continuing breastfeeding and delivering food packets to nourish lactating parents. Starving parents can produce milk, but they do so at the expense of their own physical well-being. Their bodies prioritize lactation, removing nutritional reserves from blood and bone. The Gaza Infant Nutrition Alliance nurses and physicians have had to educate mothers that even though they are starving, their milk is good enough to feed their babies. One nurse from Gina named Shaheda, who is supporting new mothers in the hospital, has had to tell these new parents, please do not let your lack of food or water stop you from breastfeeding. As their starvation progressed, Gina lactation consultants counseled mothers that they would not be expected to produce enough milk to support growth of their infants and only to sustain survival. This is horrifying. We are hearing from the Gina lactation consultants that some mothers do not want to breastfeed their babies because they fear that their infants will refuse to accept substitutes if they themselves die. At a time that should be joyous, new parents are preparing for their own deaths. The Gaza Nutrition Alliance is fighting an uphill battle. The food packages they provide to lactating parents are becoming more difficult to prepare as food supplies become scarce. Hospitals have run out of commercial infant formula to feed fragile babies in intensive care. Infants in incubators are starving while food and formula sits in trucks only miles away. According to a report developed by the Defense for Children International Palestine in collaboration with Doctors Against Genocide, and I quote, Israeli authorities have deliberately weaponized starvation as a method of genocide, resulting in the preventable deaths and suffering of Palestinian children in Gaza that will carry negative impacts for generations to come. The report's key findings are as follows. 1, famine has been present in the Gaza Strip since at least early 2024, when the first Palestinian children died of starvation due to Israel's closure of North Gaza. 2, starvation of children is a key mechanism in Israel's campaign of genocide and has been from the beginning, targeting existing and future generations of Palestinian children and families. 3, refusal by the international community to declare famine, acknowledge Israel officials' genocidal intent, and break Israel's siege has paved the way for the starvation of more children. 4, Palestinian newborns, infants, and children with chronic illnesses are among the most vulnerable to the effects of malnutrition and dehydration. 5, starvation occurring in Gaza now will negatively impact Palestinians and families for generations to come. The report highlights the militarization of aid through the use of US-based private security contractors. These forces have displaced international food aid organizations. They operate deadly distribution hubs in Gaza where hundreds of Palestinians have been shot or killed while attempting to access food. The presence of these armed contractors has increased the risks faced by already starving Palestinians. The report's legal analysis concludes that Israel's starvation policies constitute war crimes, crimes against humanity, and acts of genocide. Doctors Against Genocide explains in the report that there are long-term and often irreversible effects of starvation of children, including stunted growth, neurological damage, weakened immune systems, and permanent cognitive impairment, and of course, the potential for death. Along with these medical and developmental effects, there exist deep psychological consequences of unrelenting hunger. We must do everything in our power to break the siege, allow food and medicine to reach starving Palestinians, and to facilitate an arms embargo such that Israel can no longer continue to bomb, commit genocide, and ethnic cleansing of Palestinian children, their parents, and all of the Palestinian people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Laura. Before we keep going, our lovely banner holders have been marching for a very long time. So can we get, how many people are standing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are there 5 volunteers who weren't marching that are able to come up here and hold the banner? 6. Thank you. Okay, yeah! How do we feel about some chants? Like, actually, or is that vibes? I'm really just going with the flow today, y'all. Like, usually I'm a little more structured. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a couple chants and then we'll get into our next speaker. And then later on we'll do a little people's mic. It'll be good. Okay? Okay? Okay. All right. And this one is call and response. The people united will never be defeated.
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 Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
People are occupied.
People are occupied.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
People are occupied.
People are occupied.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
People are occupied.
People are occupied.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Not another nickel, not another dime.
Not another nickel, not another dime.
No more money for Israel's crime.
No more money for Israel's crime.
Not another nickel, not another dime.
Not another nickel, not another dime.
No more money for Israel's crime.
No more money for Israel's crime.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
People are occupied.
People are occupied.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
People are occupied.
People are occupied.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Great job, y'all. I couldn't. The mic was cutting out. I was like, all right, we ball. Like I would just do it with my voice. Okay. Please relax and get water and rest if you are not doing so. But we're gonna continue on with our speakers, and welcoming our next speaker. So, speaking on behalf of Michigan Divest is going to be Chris Roots. I love you, Chris! Where are you? There you are. Chris, alongside a lot of other organizers, particularly in the Lansing area, have been of great aid and influence to the student organizing movement in Lansing and East Lansing. I was one of the folks who was organizing with a coalition on campus, the HEAL Coalition, where we're demanding our university to divest its endowment from Israel weapons manufacturers. And it's been people like Chris, Laura, Anna, who have been able to teach us the ways of things we don't know yet and show us the ropes of organizing. So I just really wanted to give you a shout out there, and I'm gonna read you your brief bio and I'm gonna pass it off to you. So Christine Root is a co-lead organizer for the Michigan Divest campaign and is part of the Lansing area Palestine Interfaith Network. She was part of the movement organizing for divestment companies investing in South Africa in the 1980s. So please welcome Chris Root.
Thank you, Atia. It is so inspiring to welcome you after your 5 days of marching. This march shows the incredible commitment of people here to the liberation of Palestine. And Anna did such a marvelous job articulating how the liberation of Palestine is connected to our own liberation. So this struggle is wide, this struggle is long. My job is to tell you about one specific campaign that's got another 4 months to it. So I want you to listen up because we need everybody's support of people who are here. In particular, I'm going to ask a question. Who here pays taxes to the state of Michigan? Raise your hand. A whole lot of us do. One of the things that our taxes pays for is public employees, right? Yes. The money doesn't come out of the sky, it comes from taxes. So we pay salaries to public employees, and a lot of public employees have pension plans of various types. So we pay, the contributions into their pension plans too, which is a just good thing to do for public employees who provide services to us. That means that every one of us who is a taxpayer to this state is directly involved financially in how the pension funds are invested. And I'll bet a lot of you already know, but if you don't, I'm here to say the Public Employee Pension Fund, almost 2 years ago, in October of 2023, invested in a $10 million Israeli government bond. Shame indeed. October 2023. We know what was going on. Already, 10,000 at least Gazans had been killed. The genocide was underway. Hospitals were under attack. This was the time the Treasury Department of our state decided to increase the size of their investment in Israeli government bonds. This is not what we're interested in. And there's been so much talk about children in Palestine. That's what HEAL Palestine is helping with so much. We all, feel a connection with children. And the largest number of people whose this pension fund is for are educators. All the public K through 12 teachers and other employees and all the community college employees are part of this pension system. So they have a special connection. And we've heard from many people saying, we do not want the money that we are supposed to be benefiting from when we retire to be invested to support the Israeli government that's committing genocide. And all of us who are taxpayers don't want it either, because ultimately we're connected as well. So here's what's coming up that we need you to know about. This $10 million bond was bought in October of 2023. It matures in November of 2025, which, in terms of politics, that's right around the corner. That's 4 months from now. Michigan Divest has been connecting with people throughout the state to try to make sure that, to demand that when this bond matures, the state will not invest again in Israeli government bonds. That there will be no investments in Israeli government bonds after November 1st, 2025. So we've gone to 4 of the public quarterly meetings of the State of Michigan Investment Board, starting in October last year. The last one was last week. 27 people spoke saying, stop investing in the Israeli government. 0 people spoke in favor of continuing this horrible complicity with the genocide. So we had educators from Grand Rapids, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Lansing, and Eaton Rapids come here, the Heritage Hall right behind the Capitol, to speak about how we wanted our money not to fund the genocide any longer. And there were other folk from Ann Arbor, of course, people in Lansing, who weren't necessarily members of the pension fund, but a lot of people showed up, and a lot of people have showed up to all of these meetings. We have one more meeting before November 1st. It is on October 1st, 2025, Wednesday, 9:30 in the morning, Heritage Hall, right behind here. And these meetings are in person, but you can also join virtually, and you can make a public comment virtually. Every person who has wanted to speak has been able to speak. They have not cut any of us off, so we had better keep showing up. This is important not only because of our complicity in our money being used to support the Israeli government. It's also important because when we work together, we are building part of the ongoing movement. And this one, we really need to win this one in the next 4 months. If we do, Michigan will be the first state to stop investing in Israeli government bonds as a result of the Free Palestine movement. So this is really critical. Atiya said, people outside of Michigan are hearing about this march. People from outside of Michigan need to be hearing about the Michigan Divest campaign, and we all need to really work to try to get them not to invest again once this bond matures. The other thing about this investment, and this is my last point, it enables us to connect with each other. When we have work to do together, we connect. We've got 30 organizations endorsing this campaign. And when we started, we said, well, we don't know if we can win this one, although we're increasingly optimistic. But we knew it was important anyway, because it helps us connect with each other to build the movement. And that is also exciting because after 4 months, there's going to be other campaigns we need to do. And it's going to keep going until Palestine is free and until we are free. So, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
And if you want to sign up for Michigan Divest information and to connect, there's a sign-up sheet at the first table here next to the red fire hydrant. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Chris. Is everyone okay over there? We had a canopy down. I just want to make sure everyone's good. For a sec, keep going. Okay. What did you say? Yeah, I think that's a no-go. That's okay though. We're still here. If everyone is okay and safe, that's all that matters to me. We can always replace the canopy, can't replace people. Anyway, okay, is this thing okay? Okay. It's me who's supposed to be speaking next. Oh my God. I love y'all so much. Okay, I wrote down a couple of points. Usually I have like a speech written, and I'll try to keep it brief because I'm a yapper. I also, though, want to hear from you all. So we'll also be doing that as well, Little People's Mic. Oh, is that in your part? Yeah. Oh, okay. Then I'll leave that to you, Emerson. Dope. Okay. So I really resonated a lot with what everybody has spoken about, particularly Anna and Chris, when it comes to the interconnectedness of our struggles. Personally, I am not Arab, I'm not Palestinian, I'm not any of that, but they're my family. I grew up in Hamtramck, which, if you know, is like almost entirely Arab. It's right next to Dearborn. I was born in Dearborn. Shout out. Yeah, we love Dearborn. Good food. Anyway, but I've always, seen others' oppression as my own, just given the identities that I do hold. But also, understanding that there's a lot of privilege within that. And so the first thing I kind of thought about when I was asked to speak is, of course, my identity as a person, but also my identity as a student. Like I mentioned previously, I just graduated from MSU. Yeah. Yeah, I just graduated from MSU. And ultimately, I want to be a professor. I want to teach. I want to stay within the community. And so my path and connection to education doesn't stop at my undergrad. I love to learn, and I think that I try to reflect that in everything that I do. But with that, kind of understanding the role as both a student and a community member, it's really important when we're talking about these organizing movements. And so Chris is talking more about what folks do as community members, as people who maybe not aren't enrolled in the like in university. Even though, like, when we're particularly talking about MSU is a publicly funded institution. It's a public institution, and so like that is still your community. That you still do have a say. But you know, our administration likes to say that we don't. Anyways, but within that, just kind of thinking about what we can do also as learners. And so aside from, you know, actually reading, talking to people, and really educating ourselves on what's currently happening and drawing parallels, because like we said, this isn't something that is stopped at Palestine. Colonial violence doesn't stop or begin with Palestine. It's happened way before, and it's currently happening now with other countries. And when we're talking about, you know, imperial expansion, we're talking about colonialism. These things aren't just in one country. And that's why we say, you know, we see Palestine in all of our struggles. We see each other in all of our struggles because we're all facing the same oppressive regimes and systems that continuously tell us that we're not good enough, that we are only to be workers, we're only to be laborers, we're only to be slaves to the state, and we're not. And so thinking about that and all the things that I've been able to learn within school and within all the peers that I've, you know, been able to meet through school has, you know, motivated me to do what I did back in undergrad, where I was organizing with the coalition. And so understanding that, like, when you're going and you're trying to advance yourself into, you know, various roles or into higher education, you also should be pushing and being knowledgeable about the local politics within your university as well. And even if you're part of that community, for example, Lansing, East Lansing, and MSU, being knowledgeable about what's happening there as well is very important, because just as our state is funding the genocide, just as our state is complicit in all of this, so is our universities. We see this nationwide, university-wide, worldwide and university-wide, where the cops are being sucked onto our students. They're being told that they're not able to exercise their right to protest. They're not being able to exercise their right to education and free speech because it doesn't benefit colonial violence, because it's against the state of Israel, because it's against, you know, these regimes of power and oppression. We're not allowed to say anything. And so, like I said, these universities as well are also complicit in the genocide. I'm very, shame, like, literally, it actually enrages me. Like, I know I'm trying to keep it calm, maybe, like, lighthearted, but it, like, genuinely makes me irate to know that, like, the place that I want to go to become a better student, to become a better person, a better community member to those around me is directly complicit in the killing of my own community, and the killing of my own friends, my own family members, the people that I look to for comfort and to be, you know, in community with. And so understanding that also brings me to, you know, what we do in Code Pink. That's what I'm here to talk about. So like I said earlier, and as was said earlier, I'm the Lansing chair. I'm the Code Pink chair of Lansing and the East Lansing chapter. Are y'all familiar with Code Pink? Okay, yeah, we love Code Pink. Code Pink is badass. As you know, they're on like the Freedom Flotilla right now. They do a lot of, you know, direct sort of interactions and confrontations with Congress and other government members, things like that. But what we're doing here, particularly in Lansing and East Lansing, is really trying to be that cornerstone where organizers can come together, compile our resources, our tactics, our knowledge bases to make our individual campaigns stronger. And so that's taken form particularly in organizing against the genocide in Gaza, as well as keeping our community members safe against ICE. Fuck ICE, by the way. Right. But yeah, that's sort of taken form in those matters particularly, but it's really just a place in which we're all trying to come together to make one another stronger, to be in community, and to have a place that we can all say, hey, we may not agree on every single thing, but we have some good knowledge, we have great tactics and things that we want to do, let's do them together. And so some of the things that we've done, we've had a zine making event on Inauguration Day, we've had a bake sale where we fundraise money for organizations for Palestine, among other things. And so what we're also trying to do there is bridge the student and community groups from Lansing and East Lansing together. Because oftentimes, like Chris said, there's one or two campaigns, larger campaigns, that bring people together from everywhere. Right now, I think we've been improving. The student organizing movement and the community organizing movement are slightly fractured. And so understanding, once again, the ways in which we are interconnected, the ways that our systems are interconnected, thinking about the way the university is investing versus the country, it's the same. Is a way that we need to make sure that we're coming together. And that's one way you can do that is through Code Pink. So yeah, right now, you know, we're meeting over the summer. We meet virtually because we're all over the state. But if your area doesn't have a Code Pink chapter, you're more than welcome to join ours, first of all. There's also just a general Code Pink Michigan chapter as well. So there's levels to it. All that to say is that this doesn't stop here. It didn't start here either, though. So understanding that as well. And yeah, I think that's really everything that I want to say. Just understanding that the work that we're doing is impossible without mutual aid, is impossible without collaboration, is impossible without people, it is impossible without you. And so I'm very proud of you all. If you're interested in learning more about Code Pink, we have a lovely table with a gorgeous banner that we just got. I think it's like our second time that Ian's waving, hi Ian. We have a gorgeous banner. So yeah, join us. Join whichever group that's here, or all of them, but we're all here ready to welcome you all with open arms. That's me. Thank you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sweaty, so I'm gonna pass it off to you, Emerson. Emerson's gonna wrap us up. First of all, can we give a huge round of applause for Emerson? Emerson has been spearheading this whole thing on the ground for 5 days. Absolutely killing it. You are amazing. All these people love you. I love you. We all love you. We could not have done this without you. So one section about Emerson. Emerson Wolfe is the lead organizer with Palestine Solidarity Grand Rapids.
I'm gonna be honest, I've been marching for the last 5 days and I totally forgot to give my bio. So I'm gonna give a little intro to myself. My name is Emerson Wolfe. I'm the co-chair of Palestine Solidarity Grand Rapids. I've been a community organizer for almost 20 years now. I got my start in West Michigan doing LGBT organizing and human rights, and then I moved to Vancouver, British Columbia, where I studied for my master's in public policy. Vancouver got too expensive for me, and I moved back to Michigan to be with all of you. I am so proud to be a part of this movement, and while you are cheering for me, I'm just a figurehead. This work couldn't have been done without the amazing team that made it possible. So, unbeknownst to them, I'm gonna call them up here. Antonia. Antonia spent about a week in a supply closet at Fountain Street Church in Grand Rapids. Come up here. At a supply closet in Fountain Street in Grand Rapids, cataloging thousands and thousands of dollars in donations into a spreadsheet, and then coordinating everything over the last 5 days to make sure that we could have supplies while we were marching. Phenomenal. Diana. Diana has been herding cats in the community and coordinating breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 27 to 50 marchers every single day. Not knowing how many marchers we were going to have on any given day because people were joining us randomly, people were dropping out due to health concerns, and so it was quite an undertaking. Ren, who has been our jack-of-all-trades assistant for the past several days. Steph, are you here, Mama Fox? Where are you? Steph? Steph has had, I can't even tell you how impossible this would have been if it weren't for Steph's expertise in organizing long-distance biking and long-distance walking for the last 10 years for the MS Society. She has been our all-around driver extraordinaire, helping pick people up, drop people off. We could not do this without Steph. Jonathan, I see you recording over there. You weren't expecting to get called up. Jonathan has been our gear and supply man for the past several days, hauling around 30 people's stuff, all of their backpacks, their sleeping pads, their sleeping bags, in his gigantic cargo van, unloading, reloading, unloading, reloading, unloading. It has been crazy, and we could not have done this without Jonathan. Cheers some more for him. Jasmine signed up to be a marcher and led all of our training sessions in Grand Rapids, and then decided that Jasmine needed to be the morale of the group. Jasmine rode along with many of our coordinators, making sure that they were eating, making sure that they had company, and just all around keeping people sane. Jasmine is a rock star. Give it up for Jasmine. There is one person who's not here right now who we owe it all to, and that's Don. Don actually left earlier. About 2 or 3 days before the march, I said, hey, Don, can you coordinate all our drivers? And Don said, sure, that'd be fine. Don had no idea what they were getting themselves into. That was coordinating schedules of people who would be driving with us every day. We had 4 to 6 drivers at every single stop that we went to, every 2 miles over the last 5 days. That is a labor of love. Give it up for Don. These PSGR members have dedicated the last 5 days and the last 2 months along with me. Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry. I miss you. Do you want to come up here too? Barb, Barb has been one of our drivers, and I've got to say, my biggest cheerleader. When I needed a mom to pep talk me, it was Barb every time. All right, you guys are welcome to stay up here, or you can go down the steps, because now I would like to invite up all 27 people who walked 5 days. We're sitting down, y'all. Let's come up here and sit down with me. I'm not gonna make you stand. We're all gonna sit. Get tight. Let's get a nice little cozy picture for the media. You can sit in front of me too. That's totally fine. I have remarks prepared because my brain is soup. So I'm gonna read the remarks that I've prepared. I want to apologize ahead of time. I'm losing my voice because we've been chanting to drown out antagonizers for the last 5 days, walking through conservative communities in West Michigan. And I don't want that to sound like all we received was harassment, because that is absolutely not true. For every middle finger that we got 30 more honks and waves and people who opened their homes to us, opened their yards to us, and made it possible to keep going day after day, hour after hour, in the blistering sun, in the pouring rain. We are so incredibly grateful to our community. So I am the co-chair of Palestine Solidarity Grand Rapids. We're a grassroots organization that builds the consciousness of West Michigan around Palestinian liberation. We're an anti-imperialist group that recognizes the complicity of the U.S. government using our tax dollars to slaughter Palestinians. That is our mission statement in a nutshell. That's what we do. 2 months ago, my friend Tamara, raise your hand. A mother, a soon-to-be grandmother of twins, told me that she wanted to march to Lansing to protest the genocide and stand up for the children of Gaza. And she asked if I would join her, and I said, girl, you are crazy. But I knew in my bones that this is something that we had to do together. I did not feel at any point a single no feeling coming from my gut. And from that point, the march took on a life of its own. PSGR, our group, is often praised for our consistency and our dedication to Palestinian liberation. We have weekly rallies, we do educational events, we do direct actions, we have a campaign against war profiteers in West Michigan. We go to conferences, we're founding members of the Anti-War Action Network, which is a national network of anti-war groups. You should check us out. They have regular calls to action that you can get in on, you can organize around. We have one on July 4th, mobilizing against war with Iran. You should definitely join us for that. An event like this is an altogether different level of discipline, and we could not possibly prepare for that. No amount of 7-mile training walks was going to give us the insight that we needed to be able to do this. Not only to march 75 miles, but also the hundreds of volunteer hours doing outreach and marketing, cooking hot meals, organizing and running supplies, coordinating schedules, leapfrogging marchers and vehicles to support us, finding accommodations in 4 cities, especially cities that were not necessarily friendly, but I promise you there are friendlies everywhere you look. We are not athletes. We're not paid professionals. We don't have nonprofit money, and we didn't have 6 months to plan and prepare. The genocide is happening now, in real time, and it's escalating every day, despite Trump doing everything in his power to make you look elsewhere. The refrain goes, in our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinian. Yeah, let's clap for that. I love that sentiment. I love that sentiment, but the fact is I'm not Palestinian, and neither are most of the members of Palestine Solidarity Grand Rapids or the marchers who are here today, but we are people of conscience. We are regular people who believe in living our values and doing whatever it takes to show up with integrity and with steadfastness. It's been 2 years of the most horrific violence imaginable, live streamed on our social media feeds. It's been 2 years of sharing grief with Palestinians, demanding our government cease its support and stop propping up the genocidal state of Israel with our tax dollars. We are not Palestinian, but we do have a vested interest in ending the genocide. We all work hard to be able to survive in a world where every aspect of life is monetized for someone else's profit. Billions of dollars annually, our blood, our sweat, our tears, go toward feeding the ravenous war machine, toward lining the pockets of greedy billionaires who manufacture consent for the dehumanization and destruction of one of the most resilient and stalwart peoples our world has ever known, the Palestinians. We can't know what it's like to be Palestinian. We're here. We marched for 75 miles to feel the effects of displacement in our bodies, to embody the knowledge of what it's like to have to go miles and miles for accommodations and for sustenance. We experienced harassment, but we also experienced unimaginable support, and so too do the Palestinians. We cannot know what it's like to be Palestinian, but we should all be in solidarity with Palestine. And that means standing up for the families, the mothers, the fathers, but most of all, the children of Gaza. They are our future. That is why we chose to do this march, because Palestinian children are the future of liberation for all of us. Because Palestine is every issue deeply intertwined with our own struggle here at home. It's not just for Palestinians, but for everyone to stand up and fight back. Stand up and fight back. I am honored to be a part of this team, to be part of a group of people that is willing to mobilize on a moment's notice. For these people here around me, from the PSGR organizers to the many volunteers and hosts, it was the community marching for Palestinian liberation and freedom from the horrors of genocide that made this fundraiser a success. 27 people marched with us every single day. When we started, we thought, 6 people would be great. We had 50 more people join us for at least one day, and hundreds more in volunteers and support and people honking for us. That is so much support for Palestinian liberation in West Michigan. We have raised, as Atia said, over $13,000 on GoFundMe alone. That is not counting the cash that we collected from grandmothers on the side of the street or grandfathers leaning out the window with $2 because that was all they had in their wallet and they wanted us to know that they support the children, or from the people who found us on the side of the road and said, I'm Palestinian and I want to give you money, but I can't let anyone know because I'm afraid. We raised thousands more from sponsorships and endorsements, and we're so excited to tell you what that tally is, but we're gonna leave the fundraiser up for a little while longer because we'd love to see that number go up to 15,000, to 20,000. You still have time to donate. You can go to bit.ly/PSGR Walk Fundraiser or PalestineSolidarityGR.org to find out how you can donate. We couldn't have done this without the graciousness of the organizers here in Lansing who generously receive us. So I want to say thank you to Lansing for Palestine, which I think is over there. The East Lansing Islamic Center. I don't know where your table is, but I saw it fastened around here somewhere. The Palestine Interfaith Network. The Peace Education Center, Code Pink Lansing, the Lansing Area DSA. All of you made this possible and received us with such welcoming arms. We're so grateful for you. I want to invite some of the marchers to talk about their experiences and why they chose to march. We have a few who have volunteered already, and we'll open the floor to anyone else who would like to speak. Carter, can I pass the mic, or do you want to come on over?
Hello, my name is Carter, and I marched for 75 miles through the rain and shine in the last 5 days with this group to be here today. I am a cisgender white man who has lived a life of privilege. It would be easy to live a life ignorant of the atrocities going on across the globe. Others don't have that privilege that I have. So today, I stand up for every Palestinian child, teen, adult, and elder. You may have heard the phrase, when you've lived a life of privilege, equality feels like oppression. If you resonate with this phrase, I urge you to read about the history of the United States and the world, not from a perspective of the United States, but from a perspective of the oppressed. I am doing the same. I am still learning. I hope that one day you will understand your privilege and use it to stand up for marginalized communities. And remember, stand up even if your voice shakes or if you need to take a couple sips of water. My last point is about humanization. Think about the numbers you see on the news regarding the genocide. Dozens, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions. Each Palestinian human has dreams, aspiration, successes, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, and most importantly, they have a future. A future that the United States, Israel, and every other nation that isn't demanding an end to the genocide through real tangible action is ripping away.
Shame! Shame!
This morning, Israel slaughtered 80+ Palestinian aid seekers, patients in the hospital, and families in the schools. Think deeply about what this means. Palestinian liberation is directly tied to our humanity. Never lose your humanity. Free Palestine and fight back.
Fight back!
I know that if I move this microphone any farther to my left, it's gonna give feedback. So can I get Daniel Smith from KNOW to come a little closer to me? KNOW, or Kalamazoo Nonviolent Opponents of War, is one of the endorsers of the march. And Daniel marched all 5 days with us.
Hey, it was my honor, my privilege to walk 5 days as one of the folks from Kalamazoo. And let me tell you, there's efforts for Palestine liberation across Michigan, even in the corner of Kalamazoo. We're very active. We have an event coming up. Somebody from the Freedom Flotilla, July 8th, is going to be speaking. So please come down for that at Kalamazoo College, ARCA Center. But what I think what I learned is that I've been marching with a bunch of badass people. I'm telling you. Blisters, doesn't matter. Blisters on top of blisters. Heat, and those damn ticks.
Oh my God.
People kept moving. They didn't care. So this is what I want to say. Palestine will be free because we have a lot of badass people working on it. And we need everybody to help. Please get involved as you can.
I'm gonna pass the mic over here to Austin.
Oh boy. Hi. My name's Austin Kibbe. I'm like a handful of the people here, just a regular, non-affiliated person that decided to hop on this march because we saw what the real struggle is of the world and needed to take action and couldn't just sit around anymore. Yeah, please, cheer for that. I think it's really important that a lot of normal, non-affiliated people are doing things like this, because that's what most people are. We're just regular folks that see the harm and feel the hurt and know that we need to do something. And that's the only way that things will really change, is if everybody like that does actually do something, whether you think you're in a place to do so or not. But I'll get off that soapbox, and I want to mostly speak about how amazing the people are that helped us make this journey possible. We walked 75 miles to get here. That's 3 times the length of the Gaza Strip. If you walked the entire thing, the entire perimeter, you'd still have to walk a little bit further to get as far as we did. And that's not an easy feat to do. In order to do so, it took an amazing effort of people. You saw all of them come up here, and there were many, many more that would stop on the street and give us popsicles or cook us amazing meals and house us and do everything they could for us to try to make sure that we were getting here safely and in the best way possible. And that's just something that the Palestinian people don't have most of the time. We need to fight for that. We need to make sure that they can get things like that. It's an absurd ask to ask for the necessities, but here we are. Anyway, I just am so astonished with how many people came, how many people made it, and I'm so grateful to everybody that was able to make this happen, especially Lee for looking after my nasty feet.
Please forgive me, West Michigan. Michigan Care Collective. They make all activism possible in Grand Rapids and beyond. Leaf from West Michigan Care Collective was our stalwart medic for the last 5 days. He's not here now, he had to leave early, but he saw a lot of feet. He saw so many feet. And they're gnarly, I gotta say, they're gross. I just spent the last minute looking around for Olivier and totally failed to realize that Olivier is right here next to me.
All right, hello everybody. I'd like to start off by saying I'm the co-founder of the Lansing Queer History Guild. My friends and I made this group out of, honestly, an abundance of nihilism, trying to understand what is going on in the world and why are we having to fight for the same things that my elders already risked their lives for. To start off with, I'd like to say that there is no queer liberation without Palestinian liberation. Yes. A friend of mine, their kid, actually, they're here, but their kid asked me why we are at risk or why are people talking about nuclear bombs. I was not prepared for an answer, and I've been trying to find that answer for a while because, again, like I've said, I've been very nihilistic about the situation. I'm very, very thankful to say that the people up here with me have drastically changed my perception on life. First off, I'd like to say that the amount of bombs that have been dropped on Gaza is equivalent to multiple nuclear bombs. Shame! Shame! A poll done on several countries worldwide found out that the youth of the world do not see a vision. They do not have hope for a future. I too have found myself struggling to find that hope. I've heard it in conversations and ideas in passing, but for the first time in my life, I can say I have seen it. After 16 miles of marching, a Palestinian man opens his pool to us, and for some reason thanks me. Confidently, I can say from Grand Rapids to Lansing, his home is where the birds sing the loudest. The water there can heal souls, and even the squirrels play alongside us. In his trees, the fireflies will never be extinct. And although I am overwhelmed to have experienced such a place, it has never been so clear to me that the world and nature itself is waiting with the joy of an open heart for that Palestinian man's family to join him. I am no longer looking for hope. I can walk with the knowledge that even the birds know that the liberation of the Palestinian people is inevitable. That the liberation of all people is inevitable.
We have so many brave people who are walking alongside of us. And you would think that at some point somebody would get mad or angry or falter, but every step of the way, these people around me maintain their hope. They maintain their generosity with each other. They formed lifelong friendships. We had people as far away as Louisiana and California join us. Diana, Elise, a PSGR member, can I get one of you to take over Danny's phone? Because I would like Danny to come up and talk about why he came from California today.
¡Viva Palestina libre! ¡Viva! ¡Ni lluvia! ¡Ni viento! ¡Nada para el movimiento! This was a chant that we learned this past week as we marched through the heavy rains earlier today. And let me tell you, and let me ask folks, did we give up? No. Did we let rain stop us?
No!
Because we stand with Palestine. We stand with a free Palestine. Viva Palestina Libre!
Viva Palestina Libre!
So a little bit on why I'm personally involved, as someone who has been involved in the immigrant rights struggle for years, is the interconnectedness with the struggle for Palestinian liberation and the struggle for immigrant rights. Just like the IOF is separating Palestinian families, ICE, state thugs, are separating immigrant families. So you know what? Fuck ICE, fuck the IOF. But you know what? Just like as these attacks in our communities continue to escalate, folks are not sitting by. They are standing up. They are standing up and saying, not in my community. We will not let you separate our communities. And in response, the law enforcement, such as the FBI and police departments, have been going after our community members, such as Alejandro Orellana from California, who was raided, and who we are demanding that the charges be dropped on Alejandro. Can we say all together? Drop the charges on Alejandro Orellana!
Drop the charges on Alejandro Orellana!
And with that, I'll pass it back to Emerson with one more. Viva Palestina Libre!
Viva Palestina Libre!
Can I get a free Palestine?
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
From Palestine to Mexico!
From Palestine to Mexico!
These border walls have got to go!
These border walls have got to go!
From Palestine to Mexico!
From Palestine to Mexico!
These border walls have got to go!
These border walls have got to go!
From Palestine to Mexico!
From Palestine to Mexico!
All these walls have got to go!
All these walls have got to go!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
We end all of our Wednesday rallies with 10 Free Palestine chants. I'm not going to make you do all 10, but we do our last one the loudest we possibly can because we want them to hear us in Gaza. We want them to know that we stand for Palestinian liberation. I want you to say one more Free Palestine, the loudest you've ever been in your entire life. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
You guys are beautiful. Atia.
Y'all stay here.
All right.
Don't go anywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to climb through you, though. We're about to say. Oh, is that what you said we should? Josie's coming. Oh, yeah. I'm going to climb across. Okay. Can we give it one more time for our walkers? Period. I heard that y'all been doing a lot of singing the last few days, and I know we have a lovely choir that's also going to be singing, which they'll be next. Don't worry, I'm not stealing your thunder. But I was thinking we could all sing together. Do you like that idea? Okay, so we're going to sing a song. It's called Courage, but Josie and I are going to do a quick run through so that y'all know. It's very easy. It's mostly call and response, but there's just like two parts where we sing it together, okay? So I'm gonna do a practice. Are you ready? Courage, courage, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirits home. Y'all got that? Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna do a couple rounds. We're gonna interchange the words. But yeah, really get into it. Be loud. Really feel it. Yeah. Okay. Courage, my friend. You do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Palestine, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you and sing your spirits home. Get closer to us, y'all. Come close. Get next to people. Maybe link some arms. Like, let's feel this for real. And we'll keep singing as you move, okay? Gaza, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you and sing your spirits home. Children, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you and sing your spirits home. Justice, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will fight with you and sing your spirits home. Hope, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you and sing your spirits home. Palestine, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you and sing your spirits home. Y'all, I feel like we should sing one more song. Yo, you ate that though. Wait, Josie the co-singer, ate? Okay, y'all. Yes.
So we've got the Solidarity Singers from Grand Rapids who are going to sing a song, but some of the marchers have also learned some of the songs that Solidarity Singers are going to be singing. So can we get the Solidarity Singers up here behind the marchers and we can all sing those songs together?
Yeah. Are you doing? I like that. Okay, we're gonna end with us all singing another song, but we're gonna pass it to the Solidarity Singers first. Do we like that? Oh shit. Okay, period. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, what were you looking at? I was looking at this song. Do you know this song? Yeah. Okay. Do you know this song? Or which one do you want to do first? I'm sorry, we coordinated live, okay? That's how you know it's real.
We didn't get your instinct, so here we are together.
I will follow your lead, whoever wants to take the mic, and then we'll do another song last.
Red will take the mic, we'll do some
Okay, Red.
songs, and then we're going to do another song.
Okay.
Yeah?
Hi. My name is Ren, and these are some of the members of the Solidarity Singers that could be here today. Some of them also marched, like Cassie. Where's Cassie? There they are. Yay! And Rachel marched today. Yay! Awesome. So we, one of the first songs that we taught the marchers was the song Step by Step, as you might imagine why. It's a very old song. We're not exactly sure where it comes from. I'm losing my voice, mostly because I've been crying so much. But so we're gonna do our best here. We invite you to sing with us, and then we're gonna try to do it in a round. We'll see if that works. All right. So the song goes like this. Sing we none. Wonderful. Now we're gonna have everybody, let's see, we're gonna have you this way. We're gonna be part 2. Y'all that way will be part 1. So everybody, this way, sing with us.
Straight down the line here.
Just pick a side. It doesn't matter. All right. The next song, it does matter. Anyway, you'll see. This side is going to be part 1, and this will be part 2. So you're going to come in with Steph, and then everybody here will come in with me. You ready?
Oh,
Yeah. You're going to start. You ready? All right. Here we go. Step by step, the longest march can be won. Many stones can form an arch. Singly none, and by union what we will can be accomplished still. Drops of water turn a mill. And all together now. Step by step, the longest march can be won. Many stones that form an arch, singly none, and by union what we will can be accomplished still. Drops of water turn a mill, singly none. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. Our voices are louder together. And when we choose to live together with one voice, we are stronger. And I'm trying not to cry again, so. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys too. If you hug me, I'm gonna definitely cry. Okay.
That makes you cry? Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. The next song we have is a song called "Which Side Are You On?" This is a really famous union song. We have got some new lyrics to sing about this cause, about this struggle for liberation. And there's a line to, I don't know what version you're looking at, but the verse starts with, "They say here in Lansing." The chorus, however, goes like this, and we invite you to sing with us on the chorus if you don't have a lyric sheet in front of you. Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? They say here in Lansing, there is no neutral side. You're either for liberation or for genocide. Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Come, all you workers, come, can you justify how building bombs for Zion does not denote outcry? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Raise up your voices from Lansing to Tehran. We'll see the light of liberation, for we see the dawn. Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Where is your outrage? I cannot hear you still. Is dropping bombs on babies really the people's will? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Come, all you workers, come stand and sing with me. We'll sing until the day when all of Palestine is free. Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? The last song that we have to share with you is a song that comes from the words of a Palestinian comrade who joined the people that gathered at Standing Rock, and it's called "May This Body Be a Bridge." And we'll do for those of us on the stage, this will be part one and part two. May this body be a bridge for the healing of this land. May the river flow through us, cleansing greed from our hands. We are born from the water. We are made from the land. Teach us, oh great mother, to bring peace to this land. May this body be born from the water. We are made from the land. May the river flow, oh great mother, bring peace from our land. We are born from the water. We are made from the land. Teach us, oh great mother, to bring peace to this land. May this body be a bridge for the healing of this land. May the river flow through us, cleansing greed from our hands. Thank you so much for joining us. And this has been the treat of my life, honestly, to have this group of people to send videos of them singing these while they're marching through the rain, through the heat, to drown out the voices of people that did not want us there. I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm so honored to sing with you today. Thank you.
Okay. All right, y'all, we're all gonna do one more song together. And then after that, I'm gonna like triple dog dare you to meet at least 2 new people. Can you do that? That's like serious. That's something serious, okay? A triple dog dare. I'm just saying. But genuinely, I want you to meet somebody new today, because this is your community. These are the people that come together to get shit done. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at some people who may know this song, and I'm gonna give you an option if we should do "That's How the Light Gets In" or "We're Gonna Rise Up." Who knows? Ooh. Okay. So, okay. So this is a song that we're supposed to all sing together, but like, how many people here have a lyric sheet? Raise your hand. The small lyric sheet. I know a lot of people don't have that. Well, can we use large ones? So we're gonna rise up. Okay. Okay, so maybe people who do have a sheet, if you could share with someone, and then we can get a couple into the crowd, and people can look at the sheet together. Can we coordinate that really quickly? Yeah, we're gonna rise up. There's a sheet here that can go into the crowd. Yeah. And then if there's something we can put like out there to the people out there, I want to do that. Do we have any that we can put into that crowd? Emerson? Do we have any that we can give out to the folks in the big crowd? Oh, people are passing it around right now?
If anybody wants to take a picture of my phone with the lyrics, you can. Or the paper. We have
Guys, like, trust, this is going to be a banger. That's why I'm setting us up so much. Also, if I don't sing this right to like the Sunrise people here, sorry. I'll try my best. No, I'm saying if I don't sing it correctly. I learned it from folks over at Sunrise at MSU. Yeah, shout out Sunrise. Okay, I'm gonna sing it through once, and we're gonna be like singing it all together. So you'll get the vibe. Okay. We're gonna rise up till it's won. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down. When the people rise up, the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. And then we just start over. We're gonna rise up till it's won. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down. When the people rise up, the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. Okay, loud now. We're gonna rise up till it's won. I like the clapping. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down. When the people rise up, the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We're gonna do one more time. We're gonna rise up till it's won. We're gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, the powers come down. When the people rise up, the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. So usually there's a lot of stomping and clapping and stuff, but the like actual atmosphere isn't very conducive to a lot of stomping. So I like the clapping that we did. Anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to sing with us and to be here with us. If we could please give it up one more time for the wonderful walkers who walked all the way from GR to Lansing. Y'all are so badass. I'm so inspired. And right now we are currently at, our fundraising goal is $13,405. Dude, we raised like $200 more in the time that we were sitting here. I am so proud of you all. Like I said, I encourage you all before you leave today. First of all, you're more than welcome to get involved in an organization. Or, you know, a lot of our orgs have connections to other parts of the state, and there's a lot of wonderful organizers here. Anyway, find someone, get involved, sign up somewhere, and also meet at least 2 people, new people, and connect with them. Is that me? Ooh, okay, come through songs. Okay, my name is Atio. I'm here if you want to talk. I love you all. Free Palestine!
Otherwise, it's ours forever.